Have you ever thought of doing tree farming? It's a good business. I assure you, it's a good business. All you need to do is to be patient. Maybe it's a 10-year plan, not for those who want quick money. So a lot of work has been done, as you can see. They have really cleared this place. A lot of work has been done. It was very bushy. So it has been cleared so that we avoid people bringing in their cows. And even somebody could easily even hide here. Or when somebody comes to look for firewood, because we use a lot of firewood here now, like these ones here, make good firewood, lighting up the fire. So when somebody comes here, they could easily be bitten by a snake or something. Welcome to our tree farm. In this video, we'll be talking about trees, in terms of size, in terms of numbers to be grown in acreage, terms of amount of money you would expect from each of the trees, how long it takes and how to take care of them. This is African Mom's World, and if this is the sort of video that you like, welcome and kindly consider subscribing. So there are two sets of trees. These ones are planted in 2019, but as you can see, they're in different sizes. Look at this. I can only put my hand around it. When you take it to the market, this could cost like about 100 shillings. Yes. Then when you go for construction places, you can have this smaller size, which is really small like this. See the way I'm holding it? This can be around 50 shillings. Then as it grows bigger like this one, this can be 500 shillings. 500 to around 800. No, this is 500, I think. Then when you come to this size, this one that my hand cannot even go past it, this should be 1,000 shillings. So this is also about 1,000. This one could be 2,000 shillings. And imagine they were all grown on the same different colors. This looks brown, or is it? Yeah, that's a deep brown. And then we have this one, which is also that same color. I don't know what brings the difference, but it's also quite big. Then look at this, is also big. But these ones that are on the side, look at this. Very big. Then look at this. Small ones, and yet the distance between them is not too bad. Causes the difference in types of color. Some look whitish, some are medium. Look at now, this one looks greenish. And it's all the way through. So is this a variety? Look at this. But this is one of the best investments that anyone can do, especially if you're not around to be able to be monitoring crops. I think for a long-term investment, this is a very good thing to have. Because just look at it. Once you cut them like this, look at this. Once you cut them like that, then another one sprouts from here. Look at that. And it has grown quite big. Then there are others that have sprouted from in between. I mean from the sides. Small ones. So this is something that you can just have as a farm, and it continues growing and growing. Here we had people come and remove some firewood. You can see they tried to chop out some, but did not finish. But look at how big this tree was. Look at that. Then another one has grown from here, and it is extremely big. Just see the way it has branches up there. Wow. Very big trees. So many stumps. You can see just from the size when this was last several years. Because if this can be like 3-4 years, then this one was how old? Look at another one here. I just like these stumps. No, you can even make charcoal from it, but I'm sure they don't want to do it that here because it could easily cause a big fire here. So I just want to show you how the stumps are made. And you can see this is another big tree. Just look at that. In fact, if you can see there, there's a beehive right there. Just see how big this tree is. You can see here we had some trees that were chopped from here. There's a tree that was chopped recently. It looks fresh. This is a power saw that was used, because you can still see these chips from the tree. These ones, which are so helpful. You can even use them for sawdust for cooking and other things as well, especially if you're rearing chicken. You can still do that. Now look at this tree that is just standing alone. Extremely big. Just look at it, how tall it is. Ooh, so tall. Planted the same time. This one, as big as it is the same as this one. Look at it. It's the same as this one. This one is even like a stick to hit a cow. And just look at them. They are so different. So planting trees is tricky. I don't know exactly what needs to be done. And so we are clearing them because they're being cleared. Sorry, because you see, when you find small sticks like this, when they are put together like this, you just know that there were children around who are trying to look for firewood. So the place needs to be as clear as possible so that it does not do any harm to those who may come and look for their own things. But here you can see a bit bushy, but not too much. Can still leave it like that, but just so that it remains more clear. This is a good thing to have. Yeah, so I have walked quite a distance. I don't know how many these trees are. There are so many. But normally when it is estimated in 1 acre, you are supposed to plant, like, if the spacing is 2 by 3, of course the depth is also 2 or 2.5, then it needs to be around 2,300 trees in 1 acre of land around to be able to be monitoring crops. I think for a long-term investment, this is a very good thing to have, because just look at that. They are so tall. I don't know what they are chasing. Maybe the ones that were nearby. And then let me now show you. So this is trash that has come from there. It can be used as firewood. All that is all firewood. Then this was the slashing. Look at now this one, honestly. And see the spacing from here to there. There is so much space from here to there. And yet it is still so small. So is it really spacing that contributes to enlargement of trees? Well, I don't know. And so next to the coffee farm, you can see from the side, nothing really grows. If you compare with where I have shown you, close to these trees, there's really nothing that has grown. And interestingly, what I thought is that in between, when trees reach this size, we actually do not have anything growing here because of the shade from the eucalyptus trees. But shock on me, they are actually growing. If you want to be a farmer, this is a long time investment. You just need to plant them, ensure they are doing well, and because if you have space where it died like here, if you try to put now, it will not grow. I assure you, replacement is not for trees unless they are very young. So like these ones, I have a feeling that because they are closer to these big ones, then they were affected by the shade from there, so they didn't grow very well. Just like the crops that are grown close to eucalyptus tree, no, they don't do very well. So look at these two trees. Now one has come up with another one, sprouted, another one here. This is very... Thank you for watching, and I hope you're inspired to be a tree farmer. If you have extra land, trees are really nice, I assure you. And I hope to see you on the next one. Bye.